My last LS project update in November 2021 optimistically thought the Discovery would be joining me in a couple months. That, of course, did not happen due to quite a few things, not the least of which was seemingly everything you'd expect to be good on the donor vehicle had to be repaired or replaced. The engine has been complete and running for a while now, but other items have continued to hold up the project. Since I have not been in Ohio since that last update, the following are all photos that Trailhead 4x4 has been sending me. I've been posting some of these photos and project updates to the community tab on our YouTube channel. I'll continue to do that until the Discovery arrives in Colorado. One of the most labor and time-intensive repairs was the heater core that required the removal of the dash. The dash itself was also an issue as it was cracked and damaged and needed to be replaced. The finished install was shown in episode 6. The windscreen needed to be replaced, as did all of the plastic trim pieces. The gull wing window was installed, taking care of the exterior. The roof repairs had been shown in episode 5. The ARB locking differentials and new gear sets were installed, along with the HD axles and CVs. All the ball joints, hubs, and steering arms were replaced, as well as the rotors and calipers. The RTE lift kit has also been installed. The RTE rear bumper was fitted, powder coated, and installed, as well as the ARB front bumper and the steering skid plate. The come-up winch was also installed and functional. The rock sliders have yet to be fitted and modified and are one of the last items to be completed before shipping to Colorado for me to finish the interior fit-out. I was also able to purchase a new Roof Nest Condor Overland rooftop tent at the end of last year that is ready for installation on the roof rack. So for a fleet update, we've got the Range Rover Sport, which had to go out on a trail when we had some guests from back east. I was waiting for a part for the Discovery, and now I've got a nice little puddle that I have to investigate underneath the vehicle. I have no idea what's leaking. It's not engine oil, I checked that. So, after I'm done with the Discovery up on the lift, I'll put the Sport up on the lift. Today's job on the Sport is to replace this very, very rusty fuel tank cradle. There's not much holding it on. About that much. And that is actually the fuel tank cradle that is off of the LS. The LS, still in Cleveland, has tank armor on it, so we didn't use the factory cradle, but that'll work just fine for this one. You can also see the rust in the frame, pretty bad on this side. And I still have to fix my Muppet mouth exhaust. That got crushed last time out, and you can see a lot of scrapes on the bottom of the truck from the rocks. And actually got some scrapes on there too. And that got beat up pretty good. Still got the transfer case leak, but trying to limp that along. Bent cross member from the last time out. You can see more rust in the vehicle there. Lots of rust all over this vehicle. You can see we've got the new tie rod ends. Everything's adjusted on this. The toe is good. Steering's all adjusted. The vibration is gone. You can see we've actually got some chunking on some of these tires. They've been living a hard life. And the last thing will be, I noticed that there was some odd wear on the pads on the rear. So the rotors are still fine, but I'm going to replace the pads. So today is working on this. After 2 times with the Brit part transmission pan and 2 leaks, 2 different paper gaskets, I went to a Ford transmission pan, put a drain plug in it, and used a FEL-PRO gasket. The FEL-PRO gasket had a rubber seal on it, and I am now completely leak-free. And the 2 times before, it had leaked in the back, and now it's completely dry. And the whole thing started because it was leaking where the, and I think I can get the light on it, it was leaking on the sleeve for the transmission plug. And that was bone dry from the first attempt. So I've got the job done finally, and I wanted to document this in case somebody else had issues with this. I'll put the part numbers in the video description. My first time working on Mom's Evoque, just a simple oil change. Pretty easy. Kind of wondering though, what the heck Land Rover was thinking putting that filter up above that, whatever this is. Sure did make a mess I had to clean up. The rest of the underneath looks pretty good for spending some time in Ohio. At least it won't get any worse out here in Colorado. Very low mileage on this vehicle. I think it's at about 28,000 miles right now. This thing is absolutely a blast to drive. And for any Land Rover people out there that are haters, you really need to take one of these for a drive because they are absolutely amazing. They're so much fun to drive.